Dude Deals podcast.
Dude Deals.
Where we talk all things dudes.
You can edit me out of the video, right?
Yeah, no, you're in here for good.
Okay, here we
Put a
go.
blank space.
We'll put Joe Rogan.
I got a crazy story. This is a shark attack survivor that happened in Sydney. So 250 miles south of Sydney, this little fishing town outside of Eden is called, the little fishing town. Great white shark attack. Absolutely crazy. This dude survived. I don't know how. Did you guys hear about the recent one where the shark attack bit the guy's head off?
No, but that's why I don't swim in the ocean.
Yeah.
I won't even go wade in the ocean. Like 3 feet's the most I'll go in the
Beach is too close for me.
ocean.
Think of that. That is like one thing that you can 100% avoid in your life is getting eaten by a shark.
I guess you could say the same thing about mountain lions, but
No,
Bears. Just don't go in the mountains.
Well,
you have a gun. You can't have anything in
Yeah,
the
you
spear.
ocean.
Well, here, yes,
okay.
you can. You can fight off a shark, apparently. Check this
Punch
story.
its nose.
So this guy named Eric Nearis, 41 years old, he's a shell fisherman where they do like deep diving down into the bottom of the abyss, pitch black ocean to look for these little seashell, or what are they called? Shellfish.
Sea urchins?
No,
they don't bring
shellfish.
protection when they dive that deep.
Oh, they always have protection. So this guy, so how you harvest them is you have this little chisel knife. So it's not a pointed knife, it's a scuba knife, so it doesn't have a point on it. But you kind of wedge it underneath the shellfish and crack it off the bottom of the ocean. And that's how they harvest them. But to get to these places, they're super down in the depth. And you can't see anything. You can't even see your hand. It's so dark down there. So this guy's 25 feet down beneath the surface, and he gets attacked by a great white shark. Head first, he tries to eat this guy. So this guy's inside the shark's mouth while he's just scuba diving, getting these little things, gets attacked. And he's from the waist up inside a great white shark.
How to not just chomp him in half?
So he has the only thing that's pretty much saved this guy's life. Well, 2 things, but one thing that prevented him from getting chomped in half was the lead scuba gear, or the vest, the lead buoyancy vest that these scuba divers wear. So he had that. It was a full kind of like a mesh Kevlar lead vest that stopped the shark's teeth from chomping him in half. So he's sitting there. Could you imagine? So he was in there for 2 minutes. He said. I mean, I'm sure it was like 20 seconds or 10 seconds, but it probably felt like an eternity.
Felt like 2 minutes.
From his report, says he was in there for 2 minutes inside a great white shark's mouth. I can't even imagine how that would feel. First of all, you're like, what the heck?
Yeah, what are your hands touching when they're in there?
So one of his arms was inside the shark's mouth along with his whole body.
I bet it smelled so bad.
Yeah, but you can't smell it or
He's scuba diving.
Oh, it's true.
Scuba gear on.
He's like licking.
Oh, man, it tastes weird.
Seafood.
I was thinking of a hippo
fish.
attack, and he just said that, so it just smelled like
Honestly,
just nasty.
that would be like, imagine licking this. Just see what it tastes like.
Yeah.
What's
seafood?
I bet you
Once in a
no
lifetime
one-
chance.
No one in the history of history has ever licked the inside of a great white
Imagine
shark.
that bar story. Have you ever
Yeah.
licked the inside of a shark?
Like,
I
you're the
have.
only person on the planet that's done that.
That's pretty
So
nice.
this guy's inside the great white shark's mouth. He has so in his one hand he has his chisel, like his knife, scuba knife. So it doesn't have a point, but it's sharp enough to still be a knife. So he never let go of that the entire time. And his other hand is nothing. So he's inside this shark's mouth, and his arm's outside of the shark.
With the chisel or the chisel
So
inside?
I'm pretty sure the one inside, maybe both of his arms were out. But what he did to kind of, so he's panicking, with his free hand, he started filling up the side. Think of this, like inside this shark's mouth, your hand's outside the mouth. He's filling for the eye of the shark while he's inside the mouth. And he starts poking it with his fingers. He's just trying to gouge this eye out.
Jeez.
And so he
I wonder how
found the
hard
eye.
that is. I wonder if it's like mushy
I
or
bet
if
it's
there's like a
mushy.
marble.
Yeah, that's a
gotta be
good
mushy,
point.
right?
It's probably like
Well, they have
soft.
like
Eyes
a
and eye.
little lens in
Oh,
front of
lens.
it to protect
if
them
it's
from the ocean.
Every time you go to poke it, he's like, got me. No, missed
Because if it's mushy, wouldn't it just go straight in?
I don't
Like
know.
wham.
It's a great white shark.
You Google it.
I don't think, but well, I mean, maybe because he was poking it and it loosened his grip a little bit. So he said when the shark opened his mouth a little bit, he was able to wiggle out, but the shark was still trying to bite him. So at this point, he had him by the side and the shoulder, but his head was out, but his hand with the knife was free. And so when he started stabbing the eye of the shark with the other knife, with his other hand, with his knife, he was just like stabbing.
Can you get much like pressure underwater stabbing? Is it like?
I mean, you're probably not gonna have as much
And
force.
what's the shark doing all this? Just kind of sitting there?
He's trying to eat this
Or
guy.
is he like
Oh no, he's trying
throwing
to eat
him around?
He's
or?
trying to eat this guy. So obviously, like, he's in his mouth, so he's probably just swimming forward trying to finish his prey. experts say he thought it was a seal. I feel like
Yeah.
that's
As
the biggest
always.
cop-out.
Yeah.
He was a seal. Don't
It's not
worry.
the
If you don't
shark's
look like a
fault.
seal, you'll never get eaten. Yeah, right.
Every-
Tell that to everyone else that's
How's
gotten eaten.
everything in the ocean look like a seal to these sharks? So he stabs the shark in the eye. The shark lets him go finally. He starts surfacing. He was at 25 feet. Starts surfacing this pool of his own blood, and the shark probably has some blood from his eyeball and stuff. So he gets to the top of the water, and the shark's following him the entire time.
Oh my gosh.
Circling him super close. So he's like brushing up against him. The shark's trying to figure out, okay, how do I eat this thing? Like, what is this thing? It's attacking me, but I still want to eat it. So he says he got to the top of the water. They're on the surface next to the boat. His son's in the boat watching this happen. He's like, holy crap, my dad's getting eaten by a shark. And so he says he gets to the top of the water, and the great white keeps circling him over and over and over. And he was so close that he said he could see the 10-inch eyeball just circling him, watching
That's
him.
how big their eyes are.
He said 10 inches. I
I
don't
was
know.
imagining like a human eye you're poking.
No,
They're
these-
probably
these
like,
things are-
what,
well,
2 inches?
It
No,
was
they're
a
probably
giant.
big.
It was a
It
10.
is?
It's a huge
That's
fish.
true.
They're mad. Have you seen a great white
Jeez.
shark? So it's a 10
10-inch eye?
10-foot
Like a
great
bowling
white
ball.
shark. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
No wonder his finger wasn't going all the way in.
You're probably
Yeah.
just, so he said he had this moment where he looked at the shark that was circling him, and his big black disc of an eye just circling him. He said there was zero fear of the boat or of him. It was just nothingness in the shark's eye.
Just a
He said that was
predator.
super unique, like weird to see, like just nothing.
Just a-
It was just
It's
like
a machine.
it was a machine
Yeah.
swimming in the water that can kill anything
Yeah,
it
it's,
wants
it's one purpose in life is to kill.
and
Eat.
kill.
Yeah.
Like, that is its existence.
Survive.
So they
Yeah.
were able to. His son was able to pull him out of the water. They rushed him to the hospital. They had a life flight, or no, they were able to drive into town, and he had a ton of surgeries. Ended up making a full recovery. But could you imagine
Dang.
getting attacked by a great white shark and living to tell
Yeah,
the tale?
imagine that story.
Head first, not even attacked, like in the mouth.
And then his grandkids are like, Dad, Grandpa, why do you limp? Let me tell you.
Yeah, you get your man card for that.
Yeah, he gets a man card.
I mean, so that's the story of great white shark attack.
That's pretty beast. My story is not nearly as
Hey,
good
I
as
don't
that.
want to follow that.
How do you top that?
Yeah.
You can, dude.
I did it in post. Make
Yeah.
your story last.
Yeah.
Green screen myself in with a
Yeah.
new story.
But okay, let me ask you this: would you rather get attacked by a great white shark or a grizzly bear?
Grizzly bear all day.
Really?
You have at least a chance.
Yeah, but
But
so here's
water's
But if
not
you-
our element.
And how often are you wearing scuba gear? If you're wearing scuba gear and you have like some Kevlar stuff.
so here.
like
Let me
this
give
dude,
you. I don't know the stats of. You've done some bear attacks. Do you know any like yearly stats of kills?
Yeah, I actually it was 70 last year.
Okay, so in Sydney, there's one fatal shark attack a year. So most of the time you live.
But the question isn't, would you rather be in water or land? It's if it chooses to attack, which would you rather face off? I'd have faced a grizzly bear over a shark all day.
I don't know because a grizzly bear's 600 pounds of
yeah,
fury.
But,
But I also
shark, you
feel
have
like-
no
You have no chance. And I feel
well,
like.
you do have a
You
chance
punch its nose.
because only one person a year dies from a shark.
But that's not the question. The question is, if you were attacked, you had what's the likelihood? Think of a grizzly bear. You're not going to lose a limb most likely. If you survive, you're going to be jacked up. But with a shark, you're
It's just one chomp. That piece of your body's
your
gone.
arm's gone, your leg's gone, your torso.
At least a grizzly and on land, you kind of have your movement. In water, you're
You're
just
dead.
you're a.
You got nothing.
What would you guys rather do? You would choose a shark? Good luck.
If I had to choose.
How many
We're going to
more-
check the comments on this video. Not one person is going to choose a shark over a grizzly.
How many bear survival stories are there compared to shark survival stories? There's way more.
I
bears.
watched
Well, okay,
this-
so the stats is in Sydney, off the coast of Sydney, it was like 25 great white shark attacks a year, and then one fatality. How many? I don't know how. what's
But was
stat
the
number?
ratio to attacks?
Well, that would be what?
1 to 25. So
1 to 20.
4%.
4% die from a shark attack.
Yeah.
All I'm telling you is this. I saw a YouTube video once, real camera, on just someone's cell phone. They uploaded it. This chick got attacked by a shark, and I don't know if it was in like Indonesia, somewhere crazy. Whole half the body gone. So you can see the whole thing. They're carrying her up out of the water, and she's just like
A torso.
Saving Private Ryan. Just got blown up on Omaha Beach.
Oh my gosh.
Gone.
Yeah, because at least a bear has to take like. Bear's not like one chomp, your whole
think
body's gone. It's like chomping,
Yeah,
chomping.
you at least
so
gotta-
at least you can have like. Shark, if it chooses one chomp,
You're
it's
dead.
just gone.
'Cause
Your limb's
no one's
gone.
wearing Kevlar vests like this scuba diver.
It's tricky because like it depends on the situation, obviously. But let's say the situation is the bear is hungry, looking to eat and the shark is hungry looking.
Bear.
Because a lot of bear attacks are just territorial.
Yeah, mama
It's the
bears.
sow
Yeah.
protecting their cubs. And so if you play dead, they think the threat's gone and they
You hope. That's what they tell you to do. How many people play dead
That's
and
what
they're
usually
gone?
actually, after they mess you up, obviously, but
Yeah.
they don't kill you. They just want to make sure the threat's neutralized. That's the majority of the attacks. But if that's what the scenario is, bear wants to eat, shark wants to eat, you would still take a bear.
I'd take a bear all day. You can't even like.
I guess you're dead either way.
You're dead either.
If you have two worst animals ever to
Well,
die.
going right along with that, I prepared a trivia question that has to do with this. What 5 land animals then are responsible for the most human deaths in North America in order?
Oh, I bet I.
Deer.
Probably up there.
Number one.
Deer?
Number
Mule
one
deer?
is probably snake. Is it animal or reptile? Does it
Just
matter?
animal, land animal.
Land
But
Snake for sure. Is in
I'll
the
give you a
top
hint.
5.
They have to be a predatory animal, not just like a
So
cow
like
or deer.
Like a mosquito.
Like a predatory
mosquito
animal.
count?
No, that's an insect.
Okay.
Well, snakes are a snake.
Snake's an animal.
Yeah, top 5.
Yeah, but mosquitoes.
But what are your 5 guesses?
Then spider is one too.
That's I count that as an insect. Like land animal.
So like a mammal.
Or just,
Well, reptiles count.
Okay, I got
Croc.
you.
No.
So
Give
not
me your
insect.
top 5.
Okay, you go. You start. What
The
dogs.
snake's in there for sure.
Dog.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Snake.
Dog's probably the.
Number one if it's a predatory animal.
Oh.
I guess that's yeah.
I'd say moose over bear.
Yeah, I would say
probably.
moose.
Moose.
The snake's not there.
But moose isn't predatory.
Also
You said,
reptile.
said predatory.
I just look. This survey might be wrong. I just looked it up. It gave me
It's right.
the amount of deaths and from
Anything on
top
the
to
internet's
bottom.
right.
Yeah.
well, predatory.
Fact
Moose is
check.
not
I thought it was going to
predatory,
be
right?
moose because moose were just so
Well,
aggressive.
deer's number one because they just hit them with a car and
That's
you're
true.
dead.
You're dead too.
Well, I'm talking
It's an
animal
attacks,
attacks.
right?
Like it attacks
Yeah.
you and kills you. How many humans? And give me your top 5.
I'm dog on number one.
Dog number 1.
What's your number one?
I saw a list a while ago. Cougar was down in like number 9 or 10, I think. I
This is North America.
North America.
per year.
Per year.
Bison.
Bison.
Wait, are we not going predatory? What, I don't understand.
Oh, you said.
I just searched land animals. This gave me its
I'm
top
going-
5. That
Cow's
ki-
like number 4 on the list.
Yeah.
but it says that attacks. Like
Well, bison attacks you if you're around it.
okay,
Wolf.
wolf. That's a good one.
Moose.
Moose.
What's number one?
All right, number 1 is brown bear.
Really?
Yeah,
In North America.
70 kills a year.
Oh, I was right on that one. 70 kills a year.
70 kills.
What do you think number 2 is?
Black bear.
No,
Wolf.
snake.
Oh, I was okay.
What
I
kind
thought
of-
snake would be number
Does
1.
it say like what?
It just
kind of
says
snake?
snake.
So just venomous snakes.
Snakes are responsible for 57
No,
deaths.
no, not venomous
Well,
my toe.
boa constrictors.
What are you gonna do?
in Florida?
Garden
Like,
snake, it
choke-
takes away
get
your
choked
vegetables
out
so you
by
can't
it.
eat.
Have you seen-
I
have
don't
you
know
seen
where this
those?
guy's just
Boas
choking.
are nasty.
Have you seen those? How big those boas
That's
get?
true.
Yeah, but those aren't in North America,
Yeah, they
right?
are.
Yeah, they are.
They got-
In Florida, dude.
They got imported to Florida and overrun Florida.
Who's the moron that
They're
imported
massive.
those?
Everywhere. There's
Jeez.
videos of just they look like anacondas.
Well, that's why I live in Utah.
Yeah,
Utah's probably one of the best states as far as predators go. We just got cougars and a few bears to worry about.
but not even like scary bears. We don't have
Yeah,
grizzlies
we have
or
brown,
nothing.
black bears, right?
Yeah, smaller
Not
black
scary
bears.
bear. You still want to take on a black bear?
I don't want to take.
I would
one.
rather face a black bear than a grizzly.
Well, yeah, but you're still like. If, I'm
I'm
not gonna
saying
take on
just
either.
in Utah, period.
Yeah,
So
I feel
not-
like
we're not like Columbia.
don't even. Yeah, or Florida jungles or like Indonesia,
Montana,
anywhere.
You have everything.
Yeah,
Montana,
Montana,
wolves,
Alaska.
grizzlies. Yeah.
Alaska's, yeah.
You walk outside of Montana, you're dead.
All right. So number 1 was brown bear. Number 2 is snake. What do you think number 3 was? Is 54 kills a year. This animal,
Cow.
black bear.
Predatory.
Black bear.
So we have
Black
brown
bear.
bear and black
2 bears. Number 4, responsible for 33
Cougar.
kills a year
Not
in the
cougar.
U.S.
People.
that'd be a lot higher.
We're number one.
I'll give you a hint. It's in Florida.
Snake.
bear. Crocodile or
Alligator.
Oh, I forgot about
I didn't even think
alligators.
alligators, man. Did you guys watch that video I sent you of that juggernaut alligator walking around the neighborhood?
Yeah, I think it's so slow though. You're not gonna get.
No,
but
but
If those things decide, if those
Have you
things
seen those things
run,
they are quickie.
and if it sees a
Just
little
juke it,
kid,
dude.
you're done for
What
it.
if you don't notice it? Your little kid playing in your backyard.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
your front yard.
you don't stand a chance.
That's a dinosaur.
Yeah, that thing was walking around the neighborhood. Like I would never let my kids play outside unless it was fenced in.
I'm worried about. So we don't live by the mountain because of a couple reasons. Because mountain lions is like my number one fear for my daughters, and then the dog where we used to live got bit by a rattlesnake in our backyard, and so we're like, we can't live by the mountain. We just have too much.
Wouldn't that kill?
Imagine
Wouldn't
knowing
that
there's
kill a kid?
alligators out there that could just come in and.
Well, and then
get you.
everyone, like, you feel like all their swimming pools are screened in, most of them.
Yeah, and then how do you go? Do you go like boating on lakes in Florida?
In the bayou,
I would
bayou and
never.
stuff.
Like no, but like water sports.
Yeah.
Because if you fall off the tube, you're just floating. Like,
Don't fall off.
Don't keep your legs up. What do you do?
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
All right, so number 4 was alligator. What's number 5?
Cougar.
Responsible for 16 kills a year.
That's a cougar.
I saw his survey questions. It's Cougar.
It is cougar.
The cougar.
So in
What's-
Utah, we
does it say
got
what
2 of the
state?
5. No, 3 of the 5.
What snake
Snake.
was
Bear
black
and
bear
cougar.
one of
It
them?
was
Yeah.
three.
Number 3.
Oh shoot!
We got 3 of the 5
Utah
in
isn't the
Utah.
paradise.
Yeah, I'm moving.
Where you going?
We're going.
Yeah, but we don't live anywhere where it's
South Dakota
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere. What do they got in South Dakota?
Bears. Everything we
That's
have.
true.
everything. Yeah. But where we were living by the mountain, we did almost
Kansas?
hit. We almost ran over a mountain lion.
Oh yeah. Didn't your daughter think it was?
A big,
Like a
cat
big
or
dog.
Big dog. He's like, Dad, look at that dog. I'm like, that is not a
She's
dog.
like, I want to go pet it. Yeah. Good luck.
We almost hit it. It was that close to our car. It was maybe 10 yards in front of
How
our
big
car.
was
Just
it?
running through a neighborhood.
Yeah, running through.
It's
Like,
literally
this
in the
is-
middle of the neighborhood.
So like where we live, it's the mountain, and then we live on the bench of the mountain, and so it's really developed. It's a suburb.
Yeah.
And yeah, we almost hit it. Ran out in
Jeez.
front of
I didn't
a
realize how
waterfall.
big mountain lions were until I saw that picture of that ex-NFL star, the one he killed. Did you guys saw that, didn't you?
Like the massive.
Texas.
The head's
The
like
head's like
4
10 times bigger
times.
than his head.
I thought I've always imagined him like a bigger cat, like a bigger house cat, like
No, you're thinking of a bobcat.
like 4
Yeah.
feet long. But this dude was holding like a 6-footer or 5-footer or whatever it was.
They get big,
And it looked like a lion without its mane.
and that's
It was
pure,
freaky.
just like a shark.
Just
That,
pure
like,
muscle.
all that thing thinks about is
Kill and survive.
am I hungry? And if I am, I'm gonna kill something.
Yeah, how lucky are we that they're kind of scared of humans?
Or elusive of humans.
Yeah. What if their number one prey was humans? Every time you're in the mountain, one's tracking you. So what if it decided to attack every time?
You're toast. No chance.
That's why you carry.
Okay, let's hear your story.
My story's lame.
That's okay.
It's a polar bear attack up in northern
That
Canada.
doesn't sound lame to me. I don't want to attack my polar bear.
I know. So I think polar bears are, just to start this off, the number one predator that this world has as far as land animals go. I think that's the last animal I would want to turn the corner and see is just a polar bear, just because they're by far the biggest bear
Yeah.
and they're the most aggressive out of all the bears.
And they're the only bear that's purely carnivorous
Yeah,
because all the other bears are.
they eat nothing but
omnivores.
meat.
Yeah.
They're
All they think about.
Yeah,
'cause
because
that
the way
means
they live, there is no berries.
Yeah, exactly. That means they have to kill something or
to survive.
scrounge or scavenge, but they have to kill something. To survive.
Like, have you like seen the charts of how big they are? Standing up, they're almost double humans. Like, can you imagine that thing coming to attack you and
Like
it stands
a
up on
10-footer.
2 legs and just pounces?
That'd be like 12,
It's like
12,
you'd be
15
looking
foot.
up at this as it's attacking you.
Yeah.
That'd be nuts.
Like, they're massive. Anyway, so there's this group of researchers that were going up there to research beluga whales, and I can't remember her name, but one of the researchers, she went up there and then she heard some of the locals talking about the polar bears, how aggressive they are. So she was already kind of on edge, and she's up there. She finds out they camp next to a polar bear hotspot. They're just intense. They camp next to a polar bear hotspot. It's like, why would you do that?
I don't even
When I
see
heard that, I was like, you ding dongs, but I guess
You're asking for.
trust in nature. But anyway, so she's hears all about these polar bears, how they're close to them, how aggressive they are. So she's kind of on edge. But as every one of these stories goes, while she's just kind of sitting through her day, she sees 2 seals on the beach. She's like, oh, cute. And then so she goes over alone.
I'm gonna go look like
Exactly.
A seal.
She goes by herself to look at the seals with a camera to take pictures. Like, I guess you're a researcher, so if an opportunity presents itself, you're going to take it. But she goes by herself. She starts taking pictures of the seals. And as she's taking pictures, funny how I swear this happens in every attack story. She gets an eerie feeling. Like, I don't know why humans. Yeah, I don't know why humans do that. Where like her hair starts standing up all over her body, and she's something's watching me. Something's wrong. I think it's just.
the animal instinct, it's a survival instinct.
It's crazy.
It's like
Something's
super.
not
Like, what triggers that? It's just.
Spider-Man sense.
It's like it honestly is like humans have a little Spider-Man sense, and so she kind of starts looking around like, oh shoot, And so she looks around. As she turns around, she sees a polar bear like 50 yards from her, just kind of staring at her. And the last thing...
How far away is she from her camp?
I can't remember. It's just like across the beach, or like it's, I don't know, 50, 100 yards.
See it, but
Yeah. And so she sees the polar bear. Worst thing you do in this situation, but just pure instinct, she starts running.
oh my God.
She just takes
You're
off.
dead.
And she said within like 10 steps, the polar bear was right behind her.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
they're fast. And so and the first thing she said, it is swiped at her feet. Oh, shoot. Swiped at her feet. She fell over. Her first instinct was to go to fetal position to protect her neck and throat. So she just like put her back to it. And it just started pouncing on her back, swiping it, cutting her up, biting her back. And all she did was just start screaming for help, because what can you do in that situation? So luckily, her camp was close enough where they heard the screams for help. And one of the researchers had a rifle. So he comes booking it over, shoots at the bear, but misses. And so, but the sound was enough to kind of get the bear off her and kind of look over. And so he notices the sound kind of startles the bear. So he doesn't aim at the bear. His next shot, he just shoots in the air. And for some reason, the bear runs away after the second shot because it was so loud. I don't know. I think I would have shot the bear the second shot.
Yeah.
What would you guys would have done? I would have.
Well, they're aren't they protected?
Yeah, but if you're getting attacked,
But it's killing
no
one of
rules,
your.
baby.
It's also Canada.
Oh man, you're not gonna. If you
Well,
shoot a
they,
bear,
and they're researchers. They're not really thinking about survival. They're,
I'm just thinking, if it's sitting there killing, how do you know the second shot's gonna scare
You
it?
try it.
what's scary? What if you miss and hit your? friend?
Yeah,
That's
you
a good
shoot your
point,
coworker in
yeah.
the-
I guess
they're gonna die
that's a
anyways.
better death than getting eaten alive.
Yeah, that's a good point. So,
Yeah,
But
I
I mean, shooting in the air gets them away. You know,
That's true.
you
Yeah.
might as well try it once, and then if it doesn't work,
Save
then
the
you shoot
animal's life,
again.
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
but now that bear knows that he can eat humans.
that's how you know they're better people than me, because my first shot would have been straight at the bear.
Well,
But-
his first shot was
He
at the
was.
I
bear.
guess it missed, yeah.
Like I said,
But
they're
my
not-
second
they're not
shot, I would have
hunters.
corrected my aim
Not
and shot
hunters,
it.
and your
Story.
your adrenaline's pumping because you're seeing a human getting eaten alive.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're not
I
like.
feel like you're prone out. Take your time.
Yeah.
Seriously, like, but for real.
Like line up your
Pick a
shot.
good shot.
Yeah,
exactly.
who's thinking that in the moment though?
Yeah.
If someone who you
Yeah,
practice,
they're researchers.
to have somebody dress up like a bear and then go through the scenario.
We do that with Nerf a lot in our
Oh
house.
my
Not just kidding. But anyways, so she gets saved, or they life flight her out. She ended up with like 400, 500 stitches on her body, but she recovered from getting attacked by a polar bear. But if it was not for that rifle, she's dead, 100%. There's nothing you can, and probably I guarantee you, her other researchers would have died too, running to the rescue without a gun.
Yeah.
Because the
Well,
bear
what are
just
you gonna do?
finishes her.
Jump on its
The way
back?
polar bears are, it would see them and
It comes
attack
back
them.
for its food. It doesn't eat then and there.
Yeah, it would kill everyone.
It would be like, wow, look at all this food coming
Yeah.
towards me. This is
Like
awesome.
Christmas, man.
It's like if you're out in the wild without a gun, I feel like your chances of survival if something happens are close to zero.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's my biggest thing is not every because obviously there's some attacks where they hit the bear, they shot the bear 20 times before it finally died and it was attacking the whole time. But the stories where there's no survivor, almost all the time they don't have
a weapon
on
or
them.
Get a,
Like
a
gun.
sidearm. You need a sidearm.
You need
Period.
a sidearm.
at least
gonna
a
be in the
knife. If you're an
outdoors.
anti-gun
No.
person, I'm just saying a knife gives you a tiny chance.
It gives you a little bit of a
Yeah.
chance. I'd rather have mechanical.
There's plenty of
advantage.
people that hike without even a knife though.
Yeah.
Like
I
You
mean,
have
I've never hiked with weapon when I go hiking.
I didn't either, but I'm going to
Oh,
now
for
after
sure.
hearing about
I
all
won't
this
go
stuff.
into the mountains or woods without a sidearm.
Yeah.
Because you even hear the stories with bear spray. It's supposed to be like
Doesn't
this is
work.
beast.
You gotta hit it right. You gotta.
And
it's
if
gotta
it's
be close enough.
pissed off,
it's gotta
it-
be close enough to even.
If the
And
bear has one goal,
Yeah. It depends. On, so if the bear's walking, yeah, if you spray mace, bear spray at it, it's gonna be like, what the heck?
But
Run
if it's
off.
already-
But if it's like
yeah.
attack. So, yeah, because all the stories were like, hey, I deployed my bear mace and didn't even flinch, and it still attacked him and killed him. You have to have a gun.
if
That's
it's
your
on
only
top of you
chance.
eating,
You're like, please.
And when's the last time you've actually practiced using bear mace?
Yeah, you
do,
probably
do you even
spray
know?
And then you
when-
get your get your own eyes, spray the bear, and it drips in your eyes. And you
Yeah,
can't see
you're
either,
not
so you're,
trapped.
you're done for.
Yeah.
yeah. So that was my story. Not as intense as the shark, but still
Hey,
polar bear
animals-
attack.
And any wild animal, dude.
That'd be the worst way to die.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
that over burning you to death or drowning? Probably. I'd probably drown
I just
first.
don't want to die. It all sounds horrible.
I know.
I want to die in my
Live
sleep.
forever.
peacefully. I just want to go to sleep, have a great dream, never wake up. You know?
Yeah, just live forever.
That is the way to go.
Okay, here's your story for you.
Okay, let's see.
I'm sure you guys have all remember this story. The 2 mountain bikers that got attacked by a mountain lion.
Wait, is this the 2 girls?
No,
Is this in California?
I can't remember.
I've
where
heard a
this was
story
at.
similar, but
You
I
know.
doubt it's the
The
same.
two buddies that go mountain biking. I don't know. I don't know if they're in Colorado or somewhere else, but one's 31 years old, one's 33 years old. And they're in a really obscure path. Actually, it might have been in Oregon. It was in Oregon. And they're going along, and out of nowhere, this mountain lion starts chasing the guy in the back of
On
the
his
2.
bike.
They're both on their bikes, so they both jump off their bikes, and they're holding their bikes above them, screaming, yelling, doing everything you're supposed to do.
To like get
To
big.
get big. The mountain lion still advances to come attack.
Is the
one.
mountain lion like
It was
slowly
chasing them.
coming,
No, it
or
was
like a
chasing
full-on
them the whole time? So
sprint?
they both jumped off their bikes and they got in front of their bikes or got behind their bikes. He hits the mountain lion in the head with the bike, and the mountain lion runs away. Right?
Or so they think.
So they think.
oh my
So
gosh.
literally, the mountain lion just ran back into the forest to restock them. So
Reset.
they both reset. They both get on their bikes thinking, let's get out of here, and the mountain lion's gone.
Yeah.
Start riding their bikes away. Out of the side of the forest comes this mountain lion, leaps and grabs the first guy on the head and starts thrashing him, knocks him off his bike.
Probably a broken neck.
Oh, you're so hurt, dude. And he's just attacking him. The other friend doesn't even know what to do, so he starts running, starts taking off. And just like
So
our last
the mountain
story,
lion saw
He's
that.
off his bike, he
I
starts
don't
running
I don't know
off
if I think he might have been on his bike still, but he just started
He just
taking
leaves his
off.
friend?
He just leaves his that's his first thing. He just takes off leaving his friend.
Not very good friend.
But I mean, we just talked about it. What is a wild animal going to do when they see something running away from it?
It's gonna chase it.
Chase it.
Yeah.
So he drops the first guy that he was just chomping on and just goes after the second guy, leaps and takes him off the bike and starts just going at him. The second guy is able to get up on his bike and he starts riding off to go try to call for help. So they both left each other. And the guy riding the bike to go call for help looks back on the way out and says he saw the mountain lion dragging him off into the woods. His friend.
So he died?
Yeah, about an
Oh
hour later,
my
they tracked
gosh.
on the mountain lion, and the mountain lion was standing on top of this dead dude in his den. Like, this is my prey, get out of here. And they ended up taking out the mountain lion. But, like, so you get left by a friend, and then you get attacked for leaving, and then the other
Friend
friend
leaves
you.
So they both left each other.
They both left each other.
Just show a picture of the mountain. I wonder how big that is.
No, I actually did. It looked like probably I think it was like 100-pounder. So, I mean, they grow to
It's
what,
like
120,
size of like-
130
How big do you
pounds?
think the NFL guys was?
That's probably huge.
130, 140.
Because it was a record.
Well, here let's see. So how much is like a German Shepherd weigh? Like a good sized German Shepherd, is it like 120 or is that?
I
less
don't
than
know.
100?
I don't know.
Cats don't. I mean, male mountain lions grow to 100.
They don't need to
120
be
pounds.
heavy though. Like they just have all the perfect weapons
Just
on their
cats
body.
alone are just messed up, dude. Even
Yeah.
like two house cats that are getting into it, it's not something you want
If
to
the
be
house
just
cat decides to
chilling with.
attack you, there's not much you can do.
Yeah.
Dang. So check this out. So just to give you size reference, a full-grown golden retriever dog, so everyone can picture that. They max out at 75.
75 pounds.
75 pounds.
So
So it's
more
like a
than
good-
double that, or about double that.
You can imagine double.
But more
golden
muscle.
Retriever.
More muscle.
Wait, say that again.
What part?
How big is a golden
So
retriever?
yeah, to give you size reference, because you can kind of picture a golden retriever and a mountain lion-ish. So golden retriever, a full-grown male is 65 to 75 pounds. That's a big dog. Golden retrievers are big.
So talking about this, like we shared a story on our TikTok, on our other podcast as well, about the runner that killed that mountain lion, and it was a 40-pound mountain lion. And people were just in the comments just
a
like,
little kitty
oh, it was a
cat."
little
Yeah.
kitty cat.
I do that in a walk. Yeah,
A
good luck.
full-grown golden retriever is 65 pounds.
Yeah.
It's only 20 more pounds than that quote-unquote little guy.
And
like,
everything about
you're
that
telling-
cat
yeah.
is claws,
Teeth.
I wanna kill
And
you.
it can
Agility.
twist and turn.
Yeah.
and the strength is. Have you ever like played with a house cat? Like the
They're
TV ones?
strong.
You're screwed.
Yeah.
Like,
You're getting
messed
scratches.
up.
Yeah, bites or
No
scratches.
shit, and they're just so agile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your only chance is to have a gun.
Again, that's the
It
answer.
really,
That's
because
the answer to everything.
if they would have biked with guns, he could have taken action instead of just booked off and running.
Well, so here's a would you rather, going off of guns versus knives. Okay, so this is the one. Okay. So you have an 80-pound mountain lion. So it's not
So
It's
it's
huge,
but it's a
not a
beast.
juvenile, really
80
small.
pounds is so big.
It's massive. It's bigger than
bigger
golden
than a
retriever.
golden retriever.
But I'm just saying, it's not a 120 pounder, and it's not the 40 pounder that everyone says they could take out. Right?
Yeah.
All these. My favorite comment about that was some guy was like, "Oh, you're just Crocodile Dundee. You think you can take out anything?" Anyway, okay. So you have an 80-pound mountain lion. You have a 3-inch folding knife. Okay,
And you're
that's
butt-
all you have.
Butt naked.
I don't care. You can have clothes on. I don't care what you have.
At least a loincloth.
yeah, your loincloth.
To cover
right?
up the cheese.
Okay, so if you run, in this scenario, you have a 40% chance of surviving, or you stay and fight.
It's a,
Well, what's my percentage of fighting?
However
I don't
good you,
think
however good you
However
think
good
you
you
are.
are.
However good you are.
40%.
You would.
to run?
You have a 40%
You
chance.
probably have a 5% chance if you
4 out of 10 people are dying if they run, and you don't want to.
No, 6 out of 10 are dying.
Yeah,
if you
6 out of 10 are
run.
dying
But
if you run.
I bet 2% survive the attack.
How do you know?
It's a cougar.
but you
And you have a
got it,
3-inch knife.
3
Yeah.
inches is like that big.
And a folding knife, it's gonna like fold into your hand when you start jabbing him.
Yeah, but so there was a guy who killed a bear with a 3.
Yeah,
A grizzly.
he was skinning a deer that he just.
But if you do survive, you ain't living normal after that because your
This
body's
guy
so
was.
jacked up.
You're
I don't know.
running. You're taking a 6 out of 10 chance I'm dead
Well,
versus
is the
a
other
trust
60%
yourself.
I'm just dead, or is it like I have to get mauled to die? Because
You're
I would
dead.
I would rather just take I'm just dead.
Well,
No, you got to
it's
get
not a
attacked.
fast death.
No, you're getting
Well, that's
eaten
my point.
alive.
You're
If I-
getting
if I
killed by a
choose-
mountain lion.
I don't know. I think 40%'s too high.
I would
you start
take the
running, it's
40.
gonna start chasing.
Well, I'm just saying that's just the scenario. Would you
I'll
rather?
fight
Because I
that.
want to increase. So you have 40% chance of living, or good luck. However good you are with a weapon.
And I guess
Well,
if
I
you
think-
fight, you have a cool story to tell.
Yeah, either way,
If you
you're
survive.
probably gonna die either way. Might as well fight. No,
Might as well try and have a glorious moment.
Yeah. Imagine you go into heaven and be like, I just lost bad. I just got whooped.
God's looking at you like, dude, what were you thinking?
I thought that when I was trying. my best.
Didn't you know I created that death machine?
Yeah, stay away from that. Yeah, at least you have a cool story on this side or the other side.
And then you see your loved ones once they get to the other side and be like, I tried, guys.
They're like, we were watching. That was impressive.
Sounds sexy.
That was amazing.
You lasted longer than I thought you would.
That little left hook before you died. That was a good one.
Left hook before you died.
we were up here doing over under.
They're all betting on it.
I'm
3 minutes or 10 minutes.
I'm over 4.
Charlie's Fine Mountain Lion.
Rolling those heavenly dice.
Everyone, they're fighting.
What's the over under on this? 3.5 minutes. Okay.
How long do you think you would last against a mountain lion? Over under?
What's over under?
Over under, let's say 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Full grown mountain lion, over
Over.
under 4 minutes.
Over.
Full grown
If
mountain
you're
lion?
fighting back, but I'm
Well,
not
how
saying
do-
I'm gonna survive. I think I'd last longer than 4 minutes.
Dude, you get a bite to the neck, you're.
Well, that's what they're going for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all animals go for it.
Well,
the neck.
everyone that
You're dying
survives-
long- faster than
everyone
4
that
minutes.
survives and attacks fighting.
How
for
many,
long.
out of all, like, the full, like, in the attacks that people
Do I have a
die, how
weapon?
long?
If I have a weapon, over 4 minutes. If I don't have a weapon, under.
Okay, let's say you have a weapon,
2
but you
minutes.
can't have a firearm. What weapon
With
are
a
you
knife,
taking?
I think I could.
A knife?
Last more than 4 minutes on a full grown mountain lion. I'm like a
140
120
pounds.
Well,
pound
if you
mountain
get
lion.
1 or 2 good jabs,
It's not even going to feel it. You're not going to have any energy.
If you get the artery,
Yeah, if you get the
It's
artery.
biting you.
Well,
you're
that's
you're,
how
you're
that-
going to end up stabbing
that's how
yourself.
Your guy survived the bear attack story. He stabbed it in the artery.
I don't know, but cats are more agile than bears.
Yeah, you got to try to get that neck. You're going to stab yourself. Literally, it's here. You're going to
Well, you're already getting stabbed. You're already getting stabbed everywhere else.
I don't know.
Jeez,
You're already getting stabbed by his claws, teeth. Might as well have the chance of stabbing it, even if you have the chance of stabbing yourself.
Okay.
Just-
I think it also
All right.
depends on it.
You
Is
think-
it,
you
is it
think-
thrashing or is it just on top of you trying to eat you? Can you be more surgical with where you're obviously getting attacked, but could you be like?
Here's a would you rather for you guys.
Okay.
So, you know Kodiak Island, right? Where the Kodiak bears live. It's
Where they make
infested
the-
with Kodiaks.
They make those like ice
Infested
cream.
with Kodiaks.
Infested with Kodiak.
Or how about
What,
it's their
what would you
home?
do for a Klondike bar?
That's where they make the Klondike bar.
Exactly.
Kodiak
exactly.
cakes are made there too.
Yeah.
So would you rather you're stranded by yourself, just a loincloth, you have no resources. Would you rather be stranded on Kodiak Island with the anxiety of fending off bears for the rest of your life until one kills you, or you just live to old age? Or would you rather try and survive in the Sahara Desert butt naked?
Where's the Sahara Desert?
there's nothing out there.
Well,
It's in Africa.
Well,
but
I'm taking Kodiak
Me
Island.
too.
You're dead no matter what, Sahara.
Yeah, you have no
You're-
resources.
but then you live with the anxiety
That's
of
fine with me.
Dude,
you
you're
can
dead.
build,
You're
you can
dead.
build a
you're
cabin. You can build
Sahara
anything.
Desert. You're dead in a day.
Yeah, you got nothing out
I
there.
don't know.
What are you
You
gonna
get
dig
bird?
yourself down into the sand?
You're bucket naked.
Yeah.
You'd rather fend off a bear the rest of your life than rather die just
Are you
gradually.
guaranteed to get attacked by a bear? Or
No,
not?
he
Just
said you
live
could have
out
lived
your-
old
or lived
life.
old life.
Because people live.
But the
in cabins out
it's the
there.
anxiety
People
of.
live out there.
I don't know.
Dude, yeah, you're not even gradually dead in the Sahara. You're baked in a day.
Yeah.
No water, no nothing.
How
You're
about
done.
At least once a month, a grizzly bear comes into your camp.
Yeah, once a month, one
But,
tries to attack.
Tries to get you.
A
Depends
Kodiak.
on how good your camp is.
Yeah, I got.
You got a cabin.
Dude, have you seen those mobile games where you fight off the zombies?
You put a bunch of treadmills around your
Yeah, that's
camp.
right.
the other way.
Bears
What do you call that game? The little plants versus zombies. I just put little plants in them, poisonous plants. They
Well,
can't
unless
get in.
you're Britain, when he was younger,
Just
he
run
thought
into
he
the
could
street.
juke a bear.
Man, in your story, that dude juked the right hook, remember?
Yeah, and then
right
he got
hook.
swiped
And he got taken out on the next
by the
hook.
mouth.
Yeah, that's
No, he got
cool.
missed by the hook.
Oh yeah, and then he bit him.
clamped down
That's
on
a
the
cool
foot.
story. He knew bears were right-handed, so
Yeah.
he knew the swing was coming from the right.
Yeah, he
so
just sat there.
dodged
He
it.
just sat there watching.
They
the
tried
right
to
hook.
wrestle the bear, then he was toast.
No, the bear missed it, but then followed through with his head and
And
clamped
bit him
his,
on the leg.
clamped his thigh.
Yeah.
At least he
Hey,
escaped the
At least you
pat.
can see he dodged a bear.
But what I would do is Kodiak. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Is it like lush foresty?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
forest,
it's
like a deep forest.
Vancouver Island type stuff.
I would just build a tree house.
That's what I said.
Don't they
climb.
climb trees?
I know.
No, Kodiak bears don't. Black
They
bears
can't.
do.
Or black-
But even
no,
it- but-
It's
The
the
grit-
it's the cubs and like the young.
But even if Kodiaks could climb, like, dude, you just build a platform outside the tree stump. Like, they just hit, they go
That's
up and hit the
true.
platform.
They
and
can't
they're
climb around
They
the
can't climb
platform.
around. They can't
Yeah,
Spider-Man that crap up
yeah,
there,
that's
you know?
true. That's actually really good.
So I'll just live in the trees,
So yeah, for sure,
There you go.
Kodiak.
and then
100%.
you just live somewhere where you can see far enough away, like around you.
Just cut enough
Before
trees
you
down,
cut
you know,
down.
to
Yeah.
make your log
Like,
cabin
go
up in the
get
trees.
some
Then
All right. Do you have another?
I have a stupid
All right,
stat.
when we come to the end, I want to do reviewing the comments.
Okay.
People are shredding us. It's gonna be fun.
So here's it. What is the oldest world record, oldest person to ever live?
110.
106.
110, 106.
120.
Oh, close.
No way.
122 years old.
No.
Too easy.
Was it in like an iron lung or like?
No, so
like
this
medically
it's
alive.
it's a lady in France. She died in 1997. So I was 7 years old. You were what, 5 years old?
I was born.
You were born 97. You weren't even born yet.
I'm the one that brought her home.
Bryn traded. You know,
yeah,
he's
you
the switch
traded.
off.
You come up here, I'll go down there. So her name was Jean, how we would say it, but Jean in France. And check this out. So at the age of 21, she started smoking. Smoked from 21 to 117. She gave up smoking at 117 years old.
Why? Because she thought it was keeping her alive.
I don't know. I don't know.
Probably.
Ate 2 pounds of chocolate a week. So I don't know if it's a gene thing or if
It's
like,
a gene thing.
Like 117 years old. Like, how do you?
Or she just had some divine purpose that she
Dude,
needed to live.
To
I
eat
don't know.
chocolate, 2 pounds
Dude,
of chocolate a week.
But
yeah.
I just thinking like the average age is what, 80?
80.
now, yeah.
8. So that's 40,
75.
42 years past the average age.
That's
a long
That's
time.
like 150%.
That's the whole life. That's
Yeah.
10 years more than I've been alive.
Yeah. That's
Past-
Britain's life twice almost.
Jeez. Was she like?
I
Unable
actually
to
watched.
move, or
No, she
what?
lived on her own till 110.
Oh.
Moved
my
around till
gosh.
she was 117. She fell and she fractured her femur.
Yeah, makes
and
sense.
and then was in a wheelchair for the last 5 years of her life.
Do you think she wanted to keep living?
Dude, I don't
the
know.
last, like,
I
5
watched a
years?
video. She was born in 1897.
Well,
like-
imagine the change she saw in the world.
She saw the Eiffel Tower was built 14 years after she was
When
born.
was she born?
1897.
1897. Wow.
When she, what?
2000. She died in 2000. No, 1997.
So
That's
then
100
that's
years.
100 years.
1857.
Yeah, 1857.
Jeez.
She was born in 1850.
No, 1855 then.
1855.
Jeez.
I can't even imagine.
She
living
saw
that
the whole
long.
revolution of technology
Everything.
before her eyes.
Everything.
All the wars,
Yeah.
technology.
Isn't that nuts?
Dadgum.
That is nuts. That is crazy.
So,
Dang, that's
Okay, let's hear
that's
this
cool
comments.
stuff.
I
All
wanna
right,
hear
we're gonna
this.
start with your video on
oh boy.
TikTok about a crazy attack by a Kodiak bear on a hunter.
Which one was it? Which was this? The hunter that stabbed it to death?
Yeah, the one that stabbed it to death.
Okay.
So here are the comments. Are you
And
ready?
and just so everyone know, like these are true stories that we literally look up and read the reports on them. We're not just making. This
Drop
crap
your
up.
stories in the comments
yeah.
below.
That boy Dunham commented,
Jeez.
One time I stubbed my toe and I only cried for 15 minutes, so I understand what he went through.
Oh, jeez.
It's
It
relatable.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice dad joke.
It's like, have you seen that meme where it's when boys hit each other's fingers with the toy lightsabers, it's way more painful than giving birth. Yeah.
Have you been hit by those toy
It
lightsabers?
does hurt, actually. Right on the
It's like
fingertip.
you're playing air hockey, get your
Yeah.
finger
Oh,
snapped. Didn't know
yeah.
that one's.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
Don't let these hurt you personally.
Is this mine too?
Yeah.
You're a horrible storyteller.
Bro tells story. Oh, this is from user BDLXMX4D. Bro tells stories like the world's most articulate toddler.
That's right.
I don't even know what that means.
That's right.
At least you're articulate.
Hey,
I don't know if it's a
hey,
compliment.
hey,
or
bro! Did you know the average reading level of people in the United
Like
States?
third
is
grade.
Grade 3. I'm trying to come down to your level, man.
All right, this one's from Texas Discount Land.
Texas
Sounds like a company or something. Dude just speaking off a teleprompter to practice his story, telling there's nobody in the room. Laugh emoji.
There was no teleprompter whatsoever.
And he's just telling a story. That's what's so funny. They just make all these predictions. They actually have no idea what's going on.
Source. Trust me, bro.
Yeah.
Down below it, source, trust me, bro. And that, like to
You
your
want
point,
the link? I'll Google it.
They're
to you.
real
Or
stories. It's
send
not
it.
like we're
I
just
know.
spitting BS from our
Yeah.
mouth.
Even if we were, who cares? It'd be cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can make up really cool
AJI.
stories. Yeah.
This guy says, Ned Battle 49, you can tell he's really smart and a scientist because look at this comment. Definitely cap. A bear wouldn't act like that. How does he know how a bear would act? I'm just saying. Nobody knows.
What happened in that? That's like where he had the 3-inch blade.
Yeah, and he stabbed it to death.
Yeah,
and then
well,
punched
he
it. with
punched
his
him,
left
broke his
arm.
fist.
That was another big comment. Everyone was just like, "How does a guy shoot the bear with 2 broken arms?" Like, I don't know. You guys,
Ask him.
Here's the real story, right? Because we don't have like the actual story. So the bear's charging him. He still has the knife in his left hand. As the bear's charging him, he punches the bear in the top of the head. The bear scoots and dies, right? Because he already stabbed it in the vertebrae. And he actually, in order to get his gun, he had to take his mouth and his teeth and gnaw off his fingers off of the blade. They were literally stuck to the blade because his hand was shattered. Like, it's not like...
But
he's
you're just making that up.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I don't know how you'd shoot after that. Maybe his one finger wasn't
Maybe
shattered.
it's
I
his
don't
tongue.
know.
You know, like.
Can you just hold up like this and maybe pull it once or twice? The bear's already dead. It's not like he's
Yeah.
shooting it to kill it. It was already dead. He just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Like,
So
Google it.
exactly, and don't shoot the messengers. The story I just shared with you guys today, I shared on the other podcast for the TikTok. Here are the comments for it.
That was the same story.
Yeah. So Joe Byron 5467 said, "Cool story, bro."
Thanks.
Thanks.
Hey.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
That's why we do it.
That's why we do it,
That's
just
why
for
we do
you.
it.
Hopefully it made your day.
This guy says, "Son took this from Rogan, LMAO." I don't think Rogan shared that polar bear story, so I didn't take it from him.
If Rogan did share it, he probably had the actual geologist or
Yeah.
scientist on his podcast. We just shared
So
the story.
the story's ever on the internet, so it's not like I took it from Joe. So, all right. Grave Scun said, "That's the worst story to tell to describe how strong or scary polar bears are. I'm so beeping confused." I don't know. I think
Why are
that's
you
You know what
confused?
amazes me is like, what's someone takes the time out of their day to write a comment like that.
that's
Like,
negative.
But who
It's like
cares?
just scroll to the next video if you don't like the
if you don't
story.
if you're entertained, just
And
go
the
to
funny thing
Exactly.
is, you probably watched it till the end. You could have just
Exactly. It's like we're trying to just provide value, entertainment, and it's not good enough for them or something. I don't
People
know.
just think that their opinion people want to hear their opinion.
They just want to hear stories that are fake that they think are real, that are so
Yeah.
amazing.
message
But
him and say, "I will come up with a really, really, really cool."
We'll come up with a
story."
fake story just
Send
for
it to
you.
him.
Well, going right along those, this guy says, this is from Lou XD. "That was a terrible story." All right, thanks, bro. Like, scroll to the next video. I don't
Thank you
care.
for the comment.
Yeah, thanks for the comment. Boost the
Yeah,
algorithm.
thanks for boosting our algorithm.
This
Yeah.
guy says, "Was hiking by myself and had the same eerie feeling.
Whoa.
I ran so fast towards the bottom, so scary. I believe a mountain lion was plotting on me."
So going
You can
along,
feel it.
going along these lines, I was on a date one time, and we went
With
up
a
hiking with a
girl?
girl,
No
and we
way.
went up hiking, and it was up this really common path here in Utah, and we had headlamps coming down in the darkness, and we were just walking right along, and out of nowhere, I was just kind of looking everywhere, and it was getting kind of eerie. I mean, you're walking on the mountain, pitch black. And I looked over to the right down by, it was walking right alongside of a river or a little stream. And I saw like paw prints.
No way.
Water paw prints.
What
Yeah.
cat from what though?
I didn't know if it.
Probably a dog.
It might have been a dog or a cat. I don't care
But in
what
the
it
moment,
was. But
you're
I was
just
in the
freak.
moment, dark, walking in the mountains. I was just like, this sucks. The rest of the time down, I was like,
Wait,
every
I thought
sound.
you were on a date.
I was.
You're probably
You said,
thinking
oh, were you with her?
Yeah.
So you both saw it.
I didn't show her.
Oh, you didn't show
No.
her.
in your head. You're just like,
I was
okay,
like,
how do
oh,
I? If we
fetch.
get attacked,
So we're just
how
like-
do I outrun
yeah.
her?
Yeah, how do I trip her so I can run away?
Yeah, you just
As
gotta.
long as
gotta
I'm
be
faster than
Actually,
her.
no, don't run away.
No,
If you're the one
I'll let
running,
her run.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
You hold
Okay.
still.
Because the cat
Well,
attacks
if you're
who's
both
running.
running, all you have to do is
be
be faster
faster.
than the other person.
I don't know. The cat likes the competition.
That's true.
Yeah,
Anyway.
You almost want to just sit down and let the other person run if it's a cougar.
just hide behind some bushes.
Climb a tree because they can't climb.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah,
It'd be so easy to get attacked by a mountain lion.
Oh.
You just,
You just
climb a
jump in the
tree.
stream.
Like all of our commenters,
Climb a
I'd win
rock.
every time.
Yeah. You just one knuckle like
Yeah,
this.
you're taking them out.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
40 pounds is nothing.
Nothing.
But along with that
I
comment,
curl 40 pounds.
Yeah,
exactly. You can just pick that thing up.
Yeah.
Just
Eat it.
deadlift a cat.
And their claws aren't even sharp. The teeth, I mean, it's not even.
They don't even move. They just like
No.
let you pick them up
Yeah.
and throw them. You just
Super
pick them up by the
simple.
back of the neck.
What
like they did
if
when they were cubs.
instead of the mountain lion attacking you, you stalk the mountain lion and attack it with your
Turn the
hands?
tables.
Exactly.
Element of
Fight
surprise.
fire with fire.
We're so clumsy. You'd know we were here like 4
know.
miles away.
Not with these fingernails.
Have you been hunting with Brock?
That
is true.
Yeah, that's right, baby. That's
That
why
was
I
the
don't.
funniest
That's why I
thing.
don't hunt.
Let's just tell that story.
All right, let's hear.
We were coyote hunting, weren't we?
No, not we. It was me and Josh.
I was there.
No,
It
you
was me
weren't.
and Dad too.
Oh.
It was us
I think
four.
CJ was there, wasn't
No.
I don't
There's
know.
a
Okay,
different
so it was
story.
me. It was me, you, Josh, and Dad, right?
No, that's
A
different.
different story.
No,
Which
this
story?
is- It was me, you, and Dad. Maybe Abby.
he? Yeah, I think it was. I think it,
Either way, I look over and
it was these
like,
3.
my dad's. This is the first time we've ever hunted
Let's go
coyote, right? And so I'm just like, we're not gonna get anything, and I'm not a hunter anyway. Like I just like this is ridiculous. So we go, and Dad's up making these calls, like thinking he knows what he's doing, and like no coyotes are coming in. I'm like, what is going on here? And I look over probably 20 yards, and Josh is in his camo, and he like scoots back into the sagebrush. He's like. I just started laughing my head off, and then Dad got all mad because he thought I was scared away the coyotes. I'm like, Dad,
Every
they ain't coming.
Coyotes are probably all looking at you 3 anyways. Like, look at these
Like,
guys.
what are these guys doing? That's the last time I ever went hunting, or ever I got invited to hunt.
Yeah, that's more accurate.
All right. Well, that is the episode.
Make sure you like and subscribe if you like our stories.
Yeah, and
And
comment
banter.
below if you want us to talk about certain things.
Yeah.
If you have a cool story for us to share, we'd love to share it.
Thanks for supporting, guys.
DM us at